Now at 6 a.m. on WKYT this morning, it is primary election day in Kentucky, and the polls have just opened. We have live coverage as you prepare to get out and vote today.
After being on the run for years, a Lexington man wanted by the FBI is now in jail.
And the health department warning about a nasty stomach bug, mostly affecting children.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Top of the morning to you and welcome in. Here we are on Tuesday, May 19th. It is primary day in Kentucky. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It's election day. That means no school in most Kentucky counties.
Today's weather can't be an excuse to not get out and vote. It is going to be wonderful weather for whatever you have planned. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. They're in the First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, it looks pretty good outside. I will tell you this, visibility is our only issue this morning. I'm not really seeing widespread fog, but patchy fog here and there. Look at 1.2 there in Lexington. It's actually out at the airport west of town. But if you go east of town where we are, look at that. You can see for miles. So it really does depend on where you are. We're looking at cams all across the region. 64 there in Richmond, Lexington, Frankfort, Mountain Parkway. It doesn't matter where you're going. We're anywhere from 62 to 66 degrees at this moment. Very mild feel. It actually feels nicer toward the afternoon. I know we're warmer, but the humidity drops because of one reason. That front rolls on through. You're talking about some really nice feeling air the next few days. I'll show you that and also some much cooler highs than that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. And leading our news, voting is now underway. Polling places have just opened for the 2015 Kentucky primary.
And today voters will decide which candidates advance on to the November general election in a number of statewide races. WKYT's Mark Barber is live at a polling place in Lexington. Mark, what do voters need to bring with them?
Well, good morning, Bill and Rebecca. The polling locations opened just moments ago, and before you head out the door to vote this morning, there are a few things you want to keep in mind. I was just speaking with election workers here, and they tell me that they do have people who show up who are not registered to vote in this location. So before you walk out that door to vote this morning, you do want to check and verify that you are registered to vote and double check for your polling location. One other very important thing to remember is an ID card with a picture and a signature. Now, this morning we are watching several very close statewide elections. In the governor's race, Jack Conway is expected to win the Democratic primary over Jeff Young. The Republican primary is expected to be a very tight race. Last week, a WKYT Herald Leader Bluegrass poll showed a slim margin between Matt Bevin, James Comer, and Hal Heiner. The fourth candidate, Will T. Scott, was trailing in the polls. Voter turnout today is predicted to be around 10%, which means about 320,000 people are expected at the polls.
If you're in doubt as to where you go vote, directions to your precinct, we encourage everybody to go online. We make it pretty easy at the State Board of Elections, elect.ky.gov.
Now, polls will be open until 6 o'clock tonight. If you are in line by that time, you will be allowed to vote. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you. And stay with WKYT and WKYT.com for election coverage throughout the day. We'll have the first results, of course, on WKYT News beginning at 6 and updates throughout the night. And for live and continuous election coverage and analysis from WKYT News and the Herald Leader, go to WKYT.com at 6:30.
Well, new on WKYT this morning, a Lexington man on the FBI's most wanted list has been caught. James Hammis was arrested in Virginia. He's accused of stealing millions of dollars from his Lexington employer. WKYT's Victor Puente is live at the plant where Hammis once worked. Victor, this man's been missing for several years. Do we know what eventually led to him being caught?
Good morning. That's a question the FBI hasn't answered yet. We do know that he's still being held in Virginia, where he was arrested on Saturday. It's been 6 years since James Hammis was indicted on 75 counts of wire fraud and money laundering. The FBI says they arrested Hammis in Damascus, Virginia. He was indicted in 2009 after a federal investigation began into the former financial controller for Pepsi. He's accused of creating phony accounts for vendors and then shifting that money to another account. Authorities say he embezzled $8.7 million. His case made national news on shows such as American Greed and America's Most Wanted. Now, the FBI hasn't released any details about his arrest or how it came about. If he is convicted, he could face up to 30 years in prison. Live in Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
All right, Victor, thank you very much. And our time this morning is 6:04 on WKYT. We're learning more about Lexington's gang problem after talking to a so-called member and enforcer for the Latin Kings. In a WKYT News exclusive, Matthew Roby is serving time in connection to the 2008 murder of Luis Quiroz. Lexington police blamed gang activity for the murder. Police claimed Roby ordered the murder, but Roby claims he only ordered other members to beat up Quiroz because he was dating a woman from a different gang. Roby says he regrets what happened.
I know sorry is not going to bring nothing back. But the fact is, I just hope they understand that's not what I meant to happen. Never meant him to get hurt that bad to end his life, because that took away a son, a brother, possibly a father.
You glad you did it?
Roby says at the time of that murder, there were about 70 members of the Latin Kings in Lexington. He says there were other gangs as well. The Fayette County Attorney's Office now has a gang enforcement specialist who works to stop gang activity in the city. He says Lexington police have a good handle on gangs. You can see the full story at WKYT.com.
Well, Lexington police arrested a man accused of stealing mail from several homes. 43-year-old David Clark is charged with mail theft. Police say Clark stole packages and other pieces of mail from homes on Kalmia Avenue and nearby Park Avenue as well. Police say they caught Clark after sending undercover officers to the area. And the Fayette County Health Department says it's seeing an increase in the number of cases of shigellosis. It's a highly contagious form of diarrhea that often affects children. Fayette County had just 2 cases in 2013, but more than 150 last year. To prevent it, experts say wash your hands often with soap and water. Children with symptoms should stay home until a doctor clears them.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris and First Alert Defender.
Good news is we do not need First Alert Defender live radar. The bad news is a little bit of fog is out and about. It's very patchy. Not everybody is actually seeing the fog, but where you are seeing it, it's very dense. So just watch out for that. Current temperatures, I want to show you the big picture. And I rarely show a regional view. I like to show you your towns here and there. But the regional view shows a perfect description of what we're going to be going through today. We have to the north of this front, and you can see where the front is right through here. To the north of this front, much cooler air. To the south of it, still that mild, humid air. So once that front moves on through, we'll actually see, yes, the temperatures will rise today. Not much, maybe 10 degrees. But we'll actually see the moisture drop. We go from dew points, and I don't talk much about dew points just because it's a little confusing, but it's basically the moisture in the air. And so your dew points go from 60 degrees this morning to 45 this afternoon. I mean, that's low humidity. It will feel amazing. 75 at 60-degree dew points is pretty sticky, but 75 at 45-degree dew points, it's perfect weather. There is a reason why there is a song called Sunny in 75, because it's just great weather, and you'll absolutely love it this afternoon. Off into the evening. Evening weather is perfect for patio weather, walks, runs, whatever it may be, out at the park, around the neighborhood. It'll be great there for the kiddos as they get home from work or school, I should say. You're already putting your kids to work. Shame on you. All day long today is when you can do yard work, and that goes for Wednesday and Thursday too. You will see in your 7-day forecast that I do have rain chances on Wednesday and Thursday. However, yard work, you don't do that during the evening and nighttime hours when the sun's down. And if you do, I'm guessing your neighbors probably hate you. But if you don't, well, you got all day long, because here's the deal. The rain actually comes during the night and off into Thursday morning. So it really won't affect you all that much. There you are. Look at those temperatures. 69 degrees on Wednesday, 69 on Thursday. You got to absolutely love that. And remember this. Here's a little fun fact for you. The last time we saw our highs below 70 degrees was April 30th. I mean, it's been 21 days. It's been 3 weeks since we have actually seen our highs below this. So this is some really nice, cool air, and you will absolutely feel the difference in the air. Overnight lows, 40s and lower 50s. Next best chance of rain after really Wednesday night into Thursday morning, which isn't a great chance, but it's there. Next best chance is toward the weekend, which is unfortunate because we actually have Memorial Day weekend coming up. A lot of us have plans going to the lake, river, whatever it may be. Just know this, Saturday is going to be your best day. I know we're still 6 to 7 days away, but it still looks like I haven't really seen a change in this forecast pattern. Saturday will be your best day to get out and enjoy. Sunday into Monday, which is actual Memorial Day, will be much warmer, and also that'll spark up a few showers and thunderstorms toward the afternoon hours. But getting there will be awesome.
Guess these politicians could get out today and say, I promise you more days like today, right?
Right. Vote for you. There you go.
Beautiful weather out there. All right, thank you so much. It is 6:10 right now. Each morning we bring you weather and traffic together. Here's Officer Don with a look at what's happening out there on the roads. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Bill. There is a stalled car inbound Clays Mill before New Circle Road, right before the overpass. It's blocking the inbound lane. Should be cleared before too long. Other than that, we're in great shape on the south side. And just had a look at the north side of Lexington, including North Broadway, Russell Cave in the Circle, and Bryan Station Road. The live look now at the interstate on I-75 and 64. That is the northern split. On our Waze map, live drivers on the way in this morning reporting that it's a smooth ride. If you can see inbound Harrodsburg Road there, through the crossover, no complaints. Nicholasville and Man o' War still looks good, and even Alumni, that little stretch between Man o' War past Yellowstone down to Chenaway, traffic steady. Now back to you.
All right, and a few places having school today to make up for snow days.
Good point.
But state law does say that,
well,
everything being equal, no school today.
a lot of folks going into June, and they say that's just late for them. So,
Yeah, so there you go. Time this morning is 6:11 on WKYT This Morning. Good morning to you.
we've got an update from investigators on that deadly Amtrak train crash out in Philadelphia.
And a new study has a suggestion for helping your children do better on their exams.